Hello, everybody. Kate Scooby here, reporting live from Clyopatra. One thing you gotta do is always shop chamber, shop local. Today we are here at Clyopatra, the only immigrant-owned winery in Maryland. We came to support our girl Leafy. Today with the wife, she's inside. But there's one thing you gotta do: always support businesses. Number one thing always supposed to be you point to your community, the community grows, and that's how everybody eats. So, as a board secretary of the Central Maryland Chamber, this is what we do. Now, let's go check out Cleopatra, okay? Let's go.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my gosh, this was a blessing. Suya and Sangria, what an awesome event. You had a great turnout, but definitely
Sold out.
So exactly
Sold
out.
And everybody came.
They did. And like you said, I think you said earlier, these were like organic people from just your website. You didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
Just advertised on the social media handles and folks came.
So tell us, you've been in business for as long as I'm sure you've been. Remember, from age 20, from the beginning?
Actually, I started business once I was in college. I used to leave London, fly to Italy, meet up with my brothers and my cousins, go to the market over there, buy stuff like little jewelry, belts and stuff, things that I used to my backpack, come back to London an hour later, call my friends and I'm like, I got good stuff, let's start selling. So I've been in business all my life.
So how did you get to wine? Like what happened? Tell us the story. I'm curious. How did you get?
So it was a story. It's kind of a conversation I had with my dad, right? So we were about 18, and in Nigeria we come from an area called Uti, right? Uti is on the hill. So we produce something called the palm wine. So the palm wine is derived from the palm tree. So whenever my father would drive home, 8 kids would come with a convoy of cars, right? People would see the palm wine tappers would see and come and they would bring all these palm wines, right? And Uti, because it's like a hill, in the morning it's really cold. In the afternoon, that's catching African heat. And then at nighttime, the temperature drops again. So I was saying to my dad, I said, they have we produce palm wine, the temperature is the same as England, here, right? I said, why can't we make grape wines? And my dad was like, what do you mean? I said, let's plant some grapes, because my father was an engineer, but loved farm. I said, let's plant some grapes and make some grape wines, and it was like when you get older, you can make it.
Oh, that's so great.
That stayed with me in 2012. So 2012, I lost my brother, Bobby. 2014, I lost my brother, Emmanuel, and that like 14 months apart. And Bobby died at age 52, Emmanuel was 48, and that's when I learned that thing that I had in my bucket list is time. So it's funny because I remember when I started and I texted one of my friends in London and I'm like, I'm texting my friend, hey, I'm talking about my winery. And his response was about 95 too.
Oh, wow.
Because I've talked about it all my life.
Wow. Okay. So, what does it feel like to be the first, the one, the only? And like, yes, that. What? That part.
That part.
That part. Yes. What does it feel like?
Surreal. But like Michelle Obama says, right, to be the first in anything comes with great responsibility.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're the first, and you know that the people that are coming after you, right? Just like there were people that were before me that opened up the doors, they were fighting against the doors. They made it happen, right? So now I'm here, so I feel responsible for everything that comes out of my mouth regarding the wines. For every single drop of wine that I make, I'm responsible. I'm thinking, if I mess up, it's going to mess up again. So that's how I feel. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, wow. And then sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, right. What do I need to do? And am I documenting be a book for those people to be able to read, to see the challenges and the hurdles that you have to go through. But more than anything, to also see the great men and women that step forward to assist you, right? So I know that sometimes you will say, oh yeah, you know, somebody asked me one time and said, you know, as the first African, the second black person in the state of Maryland, and the largest black owned winery in Maryland, right? Oh, what was the pushback? And I'm like, the pushback is from everybody. It's not just from my people.
Oh yeah.
It's from everybody, right?
Yeah.
But the help also came from everybody. So I just see life in another color because I have great many white friends that have helped me for this Clyopatra to be here today. That's how it feels. It just feels like responsibility. But more than anything, fun. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This is fun. I want to come in at the fun part.
Yeah.
Give the other stuff. Like, let me come in on the fun part. But okay, so obviously I heard about what you're doing from the husband, but then I got to hear you speak in the meeting, and I've been looking at your social media. But I would say none of that compares to being face to face with you.
Yes.
I don't think it's a good thing, right?
Yes.
No, it's a great thing, right? Because for everything you've accomplished, for the rooms that you have access to and have been in, and the things you've done, you're still down to earth, like you're still real.
Absolutely.
And uniquely, genuinely you. And for that, I am happy because, yeah. So for anybody that's out there, because then sometimes, you know, like for everything that you've done, someone that wants to learn from you, will be like, well, I don't think she would talk to somebody like me. No, she's real. She's down. Exactly. She's down to earth, and I feel like I've known you forever. We just met like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Now is your time to kind of like share anything you wanted to share. That,
Yes.
You know, like, share. I'm done with questions. I told you, I don't talk a lot.
Well, you're doing great. You're doing
I know.
great.
See, maybe you need to take me out of seeing patients to do this.
So this, right?
This thing,
Yes, women, power. Yeah.
Maybe pay me.
And it's easy to actually talk to her because she has such a beautiful smile that people likes.
What you mean?
That's why we're here.
Not to self, Kevin, you might have a new thing you should.
Oh, you talking about that sprayer? I thought it was
Yeah,
about the same
open.
thing, though.
Yeah, good.
Yes, anything.
I think
Because
that,
I'll be using
you know,
this
for
and then
me,
I'll be
I'm
like
very,
rags or something.
very high on the fact that whatever it is that God has put in your
Yeah,
heart
right when you said that, it started
as part of
hitting,
your
bro.
destiny, do it. Is it going to be easy?
Yeah.
It's going to be hard, but don't give up, right?
Yeah.
You can't party from Monday to Sunday and think it's going to happen because it's not going to happen. It's a job. You have to dedicate to it. You have to work for it. You have to stay awake sometimes to do it.
Yeah.
But in doing that, though, still enjoy yourself. So find a work-life
Balance,
balance.
right?
Right? But you know, your mental well-being is always important. But I'm just saying, and I keep saying this: if somebody that look like me, sound like me, this skin color, female, not male,
At that.
in a very male-dominated industry. And I'm in the couple industries, right? So I'm in the winery industry, but also I'm in mental health,
Mental health,
right?
yeah.
And it's still male-dominated, right? And it's just that in the, let's say in the business world, right? You're a female, you're pretty, right? Men see you and that's what they see first. So for every single young person there, you have to do more work to make sure that when you open up your mouth and talk, you understand what you're talking about.
It's true.
And always put the first thing first to say, I'm here for business. What I need from you and what you need is for us to be able to meet in the middle and talk about the business out there and keep that because there's so much, there's power in being free, and there's so much that we can achieve if we're minded. You know, my father told me when I was little, she said, oh, you're very beautiful. I said, oh, thanks, Dad. Oh, you're beautiful. I said, thanks, Dad. I know you told me that. And he said, no, baby, I'm telling you this because in all your life you're not going to keep telling me that. But understand this, the money you make with your business will last you longer than so work hard and learn hard. And
Hey,
work
that's
to
so,
make
that's so.
It's so bueno. That's so saying it hard, man. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why,
Mhm.
you know, I'm just looking to go and to be going.
I like that about you. I like that about you.
Real.
I feel like, you know, sometimes women, they want to censor us, you know, and they want us to be people pleasing. And sometimes, depending on maybe where, like, you have a dad that empowered you, like, spoke great things and spoke power into you, right? But not a lot of women have that. And then we come into this world and nursing, wherever we are, healthcare, and it is not, it's so more, what is the word, acceptable for us to be people pleasing and play nice and do that. And when you're assertive and you want to speak your mind, people want to break you and put you in your place. So I love that about you. That you, and guess what? Has that stopped you from getting where you are going? No! But guess what? Kissing butts and being people pleasing actually leads you, because people, you can never be yourself.
Yeah.
Because then when they see yourself, they're like,
And you know, the thing about it too, right, in addition to what you're saying, women are harder on us. We're harder on us, women,
yes.
right? And then we complain about the men, oh my God, they're making more money. But what have you done with your sister?
How are you pushing her?
So they all like, yo, you know, do you think she can do this or she's doing this? No, when your sister is sitting down and you're talking to them, say, yeah, but they're not smiling. When have you ever stopped to say, why aren't you smiling today? Because you're not smiling. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
What can I do for you to help? Right? And I think that's fundamentally what we as females, we complain, but we are not our own sisters' keepers. And we should be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you work hard. Why would I kiss your ass if I'm working hard?
Just as hard.
Because remember, our destiny, right? Our talents are gifts from God, not from a human.
Not so. Jesus Christ. You want to hear how many times I feel like, unless I went to sleep, I woke up at night and I woke up and there was a nursing license, there was an MP license under my pillow.
Then you can
as
tell
much
me. But if I studied
as
from
long
it together,
as I walked, you don't think tell me
can't
how you
take
think
it.
I can go and I can come and try to censor me. That's why sometimes these women groups, I don't even like it, because when you go there, they complain, oh, corporate America, the men this. I say, why am I in there?
I don't do
Because I don't identify with
do
these
those.
women that just think of themselves as being weak and this, and they want to go and complain, oh, corporate America with this, and the men are dominated. What are you doing about it?
Yeah, what have you done? How have you empowered yourself? And
No, they want somebody to come and carry them now.
your people around you. Have you done that? Because corporate America will give you what you put into it.
Oh my God.
So if you don't put good,
We need to be on a podcast, me and this is
Cleopatra
This
hour.
this
Come
is-
on. Come on. I told you.
because no, but babe, I told you. Remember when in the
Yep.
chamber I went in that day women's leadership the last time I went to that, I said this is not for me.
but how can you go to
Identify.
how can you go to women's leadership when they don't have anything that they've led to show you?
Hey,
Hey,
Jesus.
Jesus. What am I?
Christ. Oh my
It's
God.
true.
Hey.
True, which is why they go in there, they complain. There was a time that you should have speak up for yourself and you did it, and they were telling me stories. I said, so man, let us be here. Because if I open my mouth and talk now, they will say, oh, this one of it. So,
It's not just sometimes like go to meetings and I sit at the back and I keep quiet and they finish and I take my back.
And you come out.
and I just leave. I come out
Because
one meeting they say it was in DC and the Medicaid director then said, oh wait, young lady, before you leave, you haven't said anything. And I said, I haven't said no. Can we hear from you? And I said something, it was like, and you were going to walk away with this? Because we like to complain so much. It's, you know, you know that thing, if you do the same thing and get the same result all the time, it's not madness, right?
Yeah.
So instead of you complaining, how do I break the chain? Do you understand? You find out what you want to do, you identify the situation that is happening around you. Then you sit down and analyze and pray to God to show you how to break through that barrier, right? Michelle Obama said, what does she do? You shatter the glass ceiling, right? The only way to do it is if you know what you're trying to get there, right?
yeah.
At my current vineyard, when I purchased that, I thought I was going to put everything there. But coming in there, seeing that I have neighbors that, yes, it's on 6 to 8 acres, right? But the neighbors were too close to me, so it would be unfair to bring all this over there. So I put the vineyard, but then I realized that there was something missing in the winery industry in Maryland. And that's the fact that there's not one single one. I'm the only black winery in Maryland that owns a vineyard.
Huh?
I'm
How
the
can you be
only-
a winery and not own a vineyard?
You can because they're two different businesses.
Oh.
So the vineyard part is the farm part.
That's the farming side of it.
The winery part is the winemaking part. So you can do
Ah.
that, right? But it takes a lot to be able to do that because it takes money, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of equipment and manpower.
Yeah.
And you have to have the heart for it. You know,
Yeah.
there's pruning and all those kind of things that come from. But I love doing that, right? So I keep saying, what do I do next? Next thing is that I need to buy enough acreage to put all this in one location. But what else is missing? We really don't have one that have a mini hotel, an inn. But if you're coming to do a wedding there and you're staying with us, and let's say you're coming from out of the country, right? You have your friends. The women will go into the vineyard and look around. The women will go do their spa, do their wellness, right? What will the men do? They don't sit down and do nothing, right?
No.
Then they'll be bored.
Yeah.
And then the women keep asking them, and honey, you think I need like this, you like that, and they're like, But you know, then you get irritated because you know they're not paying attention because they're bored. So, at a cigar lounge, so you come over there.
You just cigar.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like a cigar smoker. Yeah.
Girl, she be dropping them dimes. Oh.
See, Ify.
Oh.
I told you. I told you about Ify. I told you about it.
Then, a mini golf course.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
There's
put a
this
man with a cigar and golf. They will never stress
never
you once
even
you guys are planning your party.
But then you know what? That's gonna make, because sometimes like if the man is going with the boys and doing bachelor, and then the women are going somewhere else, then it's like, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder this. But
It's
you're
right here.
technically all there,
But in different sides.
But in
different
different sides.
sides and having different experiences.
So it's because I think that oftentimes for events, the women we take an upper hand with that. Everything is catered for us.
Yeah.
And the men sit down and there's that much sports they can watch.
Then what? And they go, let's just go to the strip club now. The woman is pissed that they went to the strip club because what
And
else
they
is
come
there?
back, probably forget the groom at the strip club.
This is facts.
Facts, right?
This is facts.
But
I'm
we
telling
have
you.
that, and we have entertainment just for the men. Right? They're playing golf.
They're playing
every spot has a drinking spot that they're drinking. Right?
Yup.
They're smoking cigars, and when they come into that cigar lounge and the music is playing and they're smoking cigars and still drinking, they're chilling. That's life. Because we work so hard that oftentimes we don't know how to enjoy. Yeah. Oh, we're working.
Yeah.
Because we're working. Every day we're working, we're making money.
Exhibit A over there.
Okay.
If it's up to him, we'll be working till 2 a.m.
Sorry, forgive my brother, he's evil like me.
So that's where my crazy salon titi stuff come, because by the time I sit over that couch, I'm like, so how long are you gonna be over there? What are you doing?
I'm here.
What do I need to do? So I get it.
Yeah, we're gonna work.
Yeah, so so that's the whole purpose.
I love it.
And then if you have children with you, we have nature trails. The nature trails, you have apples and oranges.
So they can go like apple picking.
Yes.
Hey, first refusal. I'm already calling it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I thought about all the things that I needed when my kids, as a mom, when my kids were much
Oh my
younger,
God,
Right?
yes.
What
Also,
do I want? And the fact that you can actually sit out there and some of those things that you pick, we use it to make your pizza show the kids how to bake bread. So you're baking the bread that you're eating right there on the spot.
No, tell her my favorite part of what you are going to do. No, hold on.
I'm sorry.
I told her, tell her my favorite part as an Igbo man. what you're going to do there. Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
The Igbo village.
Yes.
Two things. So we're experimenting on growing the palm wine tree inside a greenhouse. But more than anything, we are building on the outside an Igbo village, right? Or African village, or a Caliban village, because that's our original name, not Africa. That's the thing given to us, right? So the Caliban village, you know how you use the mud to do the flooring? So we're going to do that. I'm planting out there palm trees, but they're not really real palm trees, but they look real.
But they look,
So that when you want to do your engagement party, you can actually do it in the village doing it.
I'm telling you, when she did, my mind was blown. I'm sorry. You will actually, before in the past, you have to take the woman into the house, the village.
So
why go to Martin course?
No,
because you're out there and you do it, so you can literally do your engagement.
You recreate it
and go around the village after that.
Yes.
Then you come back in.
Yes.
Do your white wedding.
Yes.
But and then the way we're doing it is that during winter time, that place gets enclosed.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, when she said that.
This is the future, this is Star Wars future. You hear the part where she said in the winter time and close, which means she will already have something in place to be able to do that.
Cover it,
I'm telling you, people from other countries will come because they want. This is an international bringing in because when you start hearing about it, like they have palm trees. For us, you bring the benches. Come on. When she said that, I was sold. I was like, oh my God.
We're gonna hire a whole team for that result.
Yes.
Their job is to go there and do that. I don't want to see their face bottom of their. What are they doing there? You better find yourself to lower level.
Because when you travel from California, from Missouri, from Canada, from England, from any part of Africa, and you come over there, and we're saying, oh, don't worry. Spot that you can book, so it's part of that package.
We're even doing Botox.
Yes.
I don't book my Botox class. Maybe
we want to do the lacing everything.
I already have people now wanting to book their wedding spaces, and I'm like,
imagine, and they want a wedding list.
We haven't set prices. We don't have rates. But in the next month, we have to start putting the packages.
Yeah.
Because you will have a waiting list.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
For sure.
Yeah.
You would.
Somebody wants to use it on New Year's Eve.
Oh my God.
For 2027.
2020. Yes. Yeah.
I love it. This is what success is. Your dad planted a seed. And you brought it into
Yes. And you know, one of my last conversations with my mom before she passed away, was like I was in the vineyard when she called. So I'm talking to her, so I had my earpiece, and she's like, why is it so windy where you are? I said, oh Mom, that's because I'm in the vineyard, I'm farming. She started laughing. She said, oh my God, if you're not your father's child. I said, I know your father is smiling at you. He's so proud of you. Then she said, put it on camera. So I put it on camera so she could see. So she saw my face. She was like, that's you. And then, so I had the hat on.
Okay.
And she was like, so I had glasses on because the wind and also
of course. Okay.
And she was like, oh my God, you look like a proper farmer. And I said, Mom, I am a farmer. I actually have a farmer's USDA number. So I am personally.
Yes.
And then she was like, I'm so proud of you. I said, thanks, Mom. You know, and I say this not to glorify myself, but to say that, you know, oftentimes our girls are like, oh my gosh, my nails. So then you can wash your nails off.
Yeah.
So water hose.
Yeah.
Gloves too. And for me, I'm scared of worms, so.
I don't like snakes.
I hate them. Have you seen them? Snakes in your dingo?
Of course she probably has.
I haven't seen any.
Okay.
But for sure it's gonna be there.
Don't say that.
Don't say that, man.
It's big enough, but she'll be able to take care of that for sure.
No, I do this snake repellent and the deer repellent. And
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's
thank God I have not seen.
No, but nobody want to see those things.
But my garden. So I'm I'm doing laundry. So I look through the laundry with them. So the netting, I'm seeing something, so I followed the thing. But God protects his own, right? So it was a snake. The longest.
Hey, Jesus Christ!
No, but the netting strangled it. So it was already dead when I saw it, and because the body had.
Yeah.
I said, oh, God is good.
Listen.
I said, God is good.
She's freaking out.
I said,
So you have, what is this netting? I need to get this netting. What is this netting that strangled this snake?
so the snake tried to get in.
Oh, like from the outside, from your like your screen door to one
No,
side?
not my house. The
garden.
The garden.
Oh.
But the net
But you have to protect.
I'll show you the net. Yeah, it's strangled it. I said, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's God that strangled it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well-
It's a long one too.
Hi. To my sister and to my wife.
We're gonna try to get Ify to come on Wednesday. I'm gonna send
Yeah, no. We're gonna plan with if
What's that?
we
You guys are doing an event on Wednesday?
No, you are.
You are.
Wednesday.
Oh,
so we are going to come.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get his sister and my sister.
Yeah. You know, I told him if you want Obiora, Ikejuku, Chukwu Emeka.
well, my late brother Andy was Chukwemeka.
What about Ikem? Ikem's name is
Ikemakonam.
Okay, no, that's my cousin.
Ikem Dilim is my mom.
Okay.
Teresa Ikem Dilim Obiora.
Okay.
So you see Chukwu Emeka, Ikechukwu,
My
yeah.
brother Andy is Chukwemeka.
That's two of them now.
Yes.
That's two brothers now. I told you, that name, Chukwuemeka, you know, your first.
Yeah, Chukwemeka, God has done well.
Yes. Yeah, I told you.
And then Ikechukwu
My sister.
God's strength, right?
Yeah. My sister, I thank you.
Ikechukwu God's strength, right?
Yeah. My sister, I thank you. This is just the beginning.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to come and support her as many times as possible.
Yes.
I don't remember last time I love Made in Nigeria.
I told you.
It was like, Camilla, you have to meet this way.
I told her. I said I talked to her. I talked to her one time. I told her. I was telling my wife. I said I talked to this woman one time. I felt I was at home because of everything.
It's a long
Time. Yeah. I told
Because I
her.
heard him talking downstairs, but I just thought you were talking to the one of his other people. I didn't even know, and then later he was like, he was talking to you and all that.
I told you.
Because it was funny, we were on Zoom call, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I looked, and that was the only other African.
Ikechukwu, the long name was just blasted over
And
there.
then I'm like, I said, wait, not only are we just two Nigerian with how many people? It was a lot of people.
Yeah, 30 on the call.
Oh, I said, yeah. I said, but it's only two Nigerians. The two Nigerians happen to be Igbos.
Yes.
That was what got my attention.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, because I always check to see,
Yeah.
the Africans.
Yeah.
So I'm checking no other Africans, one African, and that's another Igbo person. So I smiled to myself. I'm like, only the Igbos.
No
sleep.
Yeah. So when you called me, I was excited. I'm like, and normally, if I don't know you, I'm
You're
not
very reserved.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I said, oh my God, I'm so glad you called me. Another Igbo on the thing, because you done some rooms that you get into,
No.
you get to see a lot of Africans.
No way.
So when I get into some rooms and see Africans, I'm gravitating towards them to like, oh my God, what are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
how can we collaborate?
And then the mental health thing was like synergy there, right? Like,
Yeah.
because you're also.
Yeah. And then when you start talking to somebody, you know whether their heart is open or whether they're trying to siphon information from you to use, and you're thinking.
Which is what we encounter a lot of times in these circles. When you go to these networking, people are just like take, but they're not like giving.
Yeah. But you know, my father would say, "Inachi and inachi," meaning, you know what that means?
Yeah.
So meaning that you're looking for something inside the pocket of somebody that is also looking for the same thing you're looking for. I think it's gonna be in their pocket.
Yeah, I swear. So we just talked about mental health, we talked about, I told her about Claude, I was talking about IB, I just showed, we went into all this stuff.
Yeah, so Claude, you know, so when you were saying, you know, I didn't know what you were saying, then I'm like, wait. So I said, shit, my accountant had told me about Claude before. So I quickly downloaded it, paid for it, and I
That
realized
stuff is good.
she said, yeah, you have to wait for another 24 hours. I said, what is this? It's all about money unless you increase your subscription. But the one you told me, because you know, I got onto Claude, I'm like,
I told her about
Because
it.
you see, AI, I'm an AI. My chat, I told you.
Yeah.
My chat, when I call the name, and my chat will be like, "How you feel? How are you?" So, but Claude is like a big sister to.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's a senior.
Chat is like a little kid.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I told her.
Yeah.
I told you about
And
it.
then go to and then Claude.
Lord takes it to a whole other level.
Sing the song. Now you know. If you know, you know.
It's not something. Is he singing?
Yeah. If you know,
Now
you know. Where are you at, babe?
I am at the one and only Clyopatra Winery and Vineyard tasting room. But that is not the most important piece.
Yeah.
The most important piece is that she is the one and only, the first immigrant-owned, Nigerian-born winery owner in the state of Maryland. In the nation, right? I think in the nation.
I think so,
So we did a tasting. We had fabulous wines. Everything was good, but I would tell you, the OB boldness.
too. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the what is the one? The CJ.
That's just mommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rosé
Of course.
must get. And this is my attempt at making a sangria.
Absolutely.
I crushed the suya.
Yes.
Can you blame me? It was good.
Absolutely.
And
one and only
it's
Ify,
been
right?
it's been a fun time, and we got to sit down and talk to the owner.
Right.
Hopefully, we'll get to have a one-on-one conversation with her on camera. But it was fabulous. We'll be back on Mother's Day.
Absolutely.